Mariah Carey, celebrated as one of the most successful recording artists in history with an extraordinary string of chart-topping hits, has a single project that stands apart as her most notable commercial disappointment. The 2001 film Glitter, along with its soundtrack, faced harsh criticism and underwhelming box office results at the time of release. The movie earned only a fraction of its production budget, and the album marked the lowest sales figure in her discography. Yet, over the passing years, Carey's perspective on this chapter has shifted dramatically from regret to appreciation, even affection. Now, as the project approaches a significant milestone anniversary, Carey has expressed enthusiasm about commemorating it properly. In a recent conversation, she discussed potential plans including the possibility of a deluxe edition, a reissue, or perhaps a combined effort to bring fresh attention to the work. She conveyed genuine excitement about revisiting the material and making it shine anew for fans. Among the ideas floated was remastering some of the music videos tied to the soundtrack, particularly one featuring a vibrant, energetic track set in a club environment. Carey believes such enhancements could create a meaningful moment for longtime supporters and newcomers alike. Reflecting on her initial feelings, Carey admitted that she once harbored strong negative emotions toward Glitter. The disappointment of its failure weighed heavily, prompting questions about her decision to pursue it. It arrived during a challenging personal period, amplifying the sting of its reception. Over time, however, her views softened. What began as a source of frustration transformed into something she genuinely cherishes. The project took on a life of its own, developing a dedicated following that appreciates its artistic merits despite the initial backlash. The film itself served as Carey's debut in a leading acting role. It told a classic rags-to-riches tale reminiscent of iconic Hollywood stories about aspiring performers. Set against the vibrant, gritty backdrop of the 1980s New York club scene, it followed a young singer named Billie Frank as she navigated a troubled upbringing and climbed toward fame. Along the way, she forms a romantic connection with a talented DJ who helps guide her career. The narrative blended drama, music, and romance in a way that aimed to showcase Carey's multifaceted talents as both a singer and an on-screen presence. While the movie struggled to connect with audiences and critics broadly, the soundtrack has endured as a point of pride for many fans. They view it as an underappreciated gem in Carey's catalog, rich with her signature vocal style and production elements from that era. In recent years, organized efforts by supporters have propelled the album back into the spotlight, driving it to top positions on digital charts and proving its lasting appeal. This grassroots resurgence has helped reframe Glitter as a misunderstood work worthy of reevaluation. Beyond Glitter, Carey remains actively engaged in her craft. She continues recording new material, always exploring fresh ideas and hoping to connect with listeners. Her most recent full album achieved strong commercial performance, reaching the pinnacle of multiple charts upon release. She has also teased the eventual emergence of a previously unreleased project from an earlier phase in her career, one with a distinctly different, edgier sound that she has described as grunge-influenced. Details on its timing remain uncertain, but the prospect excites her creative side. Carey balances her musical pursuits with family life as a mother to teenage twins. Her personal experiences inform her artistry, adding depth to her reflections on past works like Glitter. The project, once a sore point, now represents growth, resilience, and the ability to find value in what others dismissed. By planning to honor its anniversary, she invites fans to join in rediscovering its charms, perhaps seeing it through the lens of time and maturity. In doing so, Carey demonstrates how even the most difficult chapters can evolve into sources of pride and celebration. Mariah Carey, widely regarded as one of the most successful and influential vocalists in music history with an unparalleled string of chart-topping hits and a nickname as the Queen of Billboard, has long had one notable outlier in her otherwise glittering career: the 2001 film Glitter and its soundtrack. The project, which served as her acting debut, faced significant commercial and critical challenges upon release. The movie itself earned only about $5 million at the box office against a $22 million production budget, while the accompanying album became the lowest-selling release of her entire discography up to that point. Despite the initial disappointment, Carey has evolved in her perspective over the years. Now 56, she recently opened up in an interview about embracing the project as it approaches its 25th anniversary. She expressed enthusiasm for marking the milestone, mentioning ongoing discussions about potential ways to commemorate it, such as a deluxe edition, a full reissue, or possibly a combined package. She conveyed clear excitement, stating that plans were taking shape and that she was looking forward to whatever form the celebration would take. Carey also suggested specific enhancements that could make the occasion special, including remastering older music videos from the era. She highlighted one in particular, "Don't Stop Funkin' for Jamaica," as a strong candidate for updated treatment, believing it could create a meaningful moment for fans revisiting the material. These ideas reflect her growing appreciation for the work, even if circumstances at the time made it difficult to enjoy. Reflecting honestly on her feelings back then, Carey admitted that she once harbored strong negative emotions toward Glitter. She described it as a disastrous flop that left her questioning her decision to pursue it. The period surrounding the project's release was personally challenging, compounded by broader difficulties in her life and career. Over time, however, her views softened considerably. What began as something she used to hate transformed into genuine affection, as the project developed its own unique legacy and identity separate from the initial backlash. Glitter told the story of Billy Frank, a gifted young singer navigating a tough upbringing in New York City's club scene during the 1980s. The narrative followed her path to stardom with guidance and romance from a supportive DJ named Dice, portrayed by Max Beasley. Styled as a classic rags-to-riches tale reminiscent of films like A Star is Born, it aimed to showcase Carey's talents beyond music, blending dramatic performance with original songs from the soundtrack. Although the film struggled to connect with audiences and critics at launch, the soundtrack, and particularly its songs, has since cultivated a dedicated following. Fans have championed it as an underappreciated gem in Carey's catalog, appreciating the blend of pop, R&B, and dance influences. This grassroots support culminated in a notable resurgence when the #JusticeForGlitter campaign gained traction around 2018, propelling the album to the top spot on iTunes charts years after its debut. In the same conversation, Carey touched on her current creative endeavors. She confirmed she is actively recording new music and feeling optimistic about its potential reception. While she always seems to be in the studio in some capacity, she expressed hope that upcoming releases will resonate with listeners. Her most recent full album, Here for It All from 2025, performed strongly, reaching #1 on multiple Billboard charts and reinforcing her enduring commercial appeal. Additionally, she mentioned ongoing plans related to a previously discussed lost, grunge-inspired album titled Someone's Ugly Daughter, though no firm timeline was provided for its emergence. These projects highlight her continued drive to evolve musically while honoring past chapters. Carey also shared that she had received a nomination for induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for the third time, alongside a diverse group of artists including Lauryn Hill, Shakira, Phil Collins, Wu-Tang Clan, Luther Vandross, Pink, and Jeff Buckley. Such recognition underscores her lasting impact on popular music, even as she reflects on less triumphant moments with humor and perspective. Her shift in attitude toward Glitter, from regret to celebration, illustrates personal growth and resilience. What was once a source of pain has become a point of pride, buoyed by loyal fans who have recontextualized the work over time. As she prepares to mark the anniversary with potential re-releases and refreshed visuals, Carey appears ready to reclaim the narrative around this chapter, turning a past flop into an opportunity for renewed appreciation and joy.